first final of Battle of the Nations 2016. An early rush there from Ukraine's forcing the Russian back there. And Marshall just getting out of the list to avoid these heavy clashes. And the Russian holding on to the list there. For a sharp blow, trying to release that arm. And the Russian trying to protect herself. And lots of pressure being put on the Ukrainian now by the Russian fighter. And once again, the Russian able to link her arm across, and that will go to another cross, slams into the Russian fighters there, all in the corner. And you can see both the Russian and the Ukrainian have their arms across the list for support. What a piling up in their corner there. There has to be some teamwork there. Nice moves there from the Russian fighter. And the Ukrainian now trying to get a sweep there. Pressing blow. Working the Russian's legs, although she does escape. Getting through there. Not sure that's going to work in her favour. She's hanging on there somehow. And great work there from the Ukrainian, working a strong Russian around, trying to get a takedown there, but the Russian should be helping a teammate there. Such a lot of strength there, and the Ukrainian needs to get to her teammate's help. Big strikes there. Wearing down that Ukrainian fighter there. My goodness. You can see trying to get her on the legs there. The fierce support from the Russian team there. I thought maybe the Russians, behind this, actually had seen something. Loose arm or something. Marshall's getting very, very close to inspect. Big shots, and you can see it. And there we go for a double. Two fighters going down, so it goes down to 2 versus 2. Oh, this is intense fight. My goodness. Makes you wonder how long they can keep it up. You can see them starting to tire. You see the Russians head down there. It's almost a 45-degree angle. Pushed down. She's now bent right over. Of course, her arm is being held up. Great recovery there from the Russian, who was hunched over and then right over. It's a good technique there from this Russian, who's actually trying to... Well, she's got her own arm at full stretch there. And now she's trying to stretch the Russian, the Ukrainian, excuse me. My goodness, they must be absolutely exhausted. Nice strike there to the face, going there for a kick.
Time! Stop fight!
That was an immense battle, but it goes to time. First round there finished in stalemate. Some careful start there for the Ukrainians, so there is a loose Russian there. Had some nice work from both teams there, trying to even out the score. And that Ukrainian needs some serious help from her teammates there. Oh, and a great takedown. All the Ukrainians involved in this now want to get the Russians off their teammate. And taken down. Third Russian fighter very effectively. Oh, some big blows coming in. Fighter was in the last round. He must be absolutely exhausted. Again, holding on there, but that Russian sandwiched in there. Not going to be able to take her down, and have to be very, very careful there. Misplaced shot there on the wrong Russian. I mean, the Russian sandwich in the middle is not going to make any difference there, and will not be able to go down. And you can see the exhausted Ukrainian there, linking arms with the Russian, holding on to the list. Nice aggression there from the Russian on the Ukrainian. Very, very fast work. Goes in for a nice kick there, well defended by the Ukrainian. Now you can see that the Ukrainian's trying to get a trip with the Russian, who's holding on to the list there. Needs to be very careful here. And I think there's a position that Russian's in, trying to pull the Ukrainian off the list now. But fending off these attacks fairly well. And they're going to need to start working on that arm there. Again, slight release there, but some Russians striking on that third Ukrainian on the left there. Still, it is no better if it carries on this and goes to another timeout. Of course, it would be a victory for the Ukraine. Taking some serious damage there, that Russian. My goodness. Russian taking a severe beating, but and that other Russian there dishing out some punishment to the Ukrainians there. Striking the leg there. And a great display of athleticism there. And I think a big cheer from the crowd there. The Russians now have the Ukrainians on the side of the list. Desperately trying to get their energy back. If they lunge for them, they'll be at a big disadvantage. So the Ukrainians may just be trying to hang on. Oh, what a fantastic battle this is. The 3 versus 3, the first time in Battle of the Nations, the women's group battles. We saw France take 3rd place already, and some great strikes from the Russians. And the Russians are just feeding it to them. They don't want to get involved in another clinch. I think their tactic is now just to hold back. But they can't be inactive. They have to go for it, and they're being egged on by the crowd.
Time!
And that is time! And that is a victory. Fighters going into the fray. See a nice look around there, and it goes straight to the list already. But some renewed energy from these Russian fighters. Very close to a takedown there. And it's 2 against 1. But all of a sudden, things look to be going Russia's way. Very strong holding on there from the Ukrainian. Catching the Russian slightly off balance. And a double takedown on both sides. So now it goes to 2 versus 2. And here, I can see a takedown coming on. I don't know if that Ukrainian can hold on any longer. All the weight going and trying to take out those legs. Big throw there, but can't get the Ukrainian now. Maybe going to the ground herself. And that is a takedown. Enormous from Russia here. And the Russian fans are going absolutely crazy. Now the Russians are going to have to work very hard to get that strong Ukrainian down. And some very tired strikes from the Russians here, but nonetheless, really working, going in there with a knee. Trying to get some shots to the top, but they need to weaken that right arm. And look how much weight is going into the pull from the Russian on the right there. And some breathing exercise has been explained to the Russian fighter from the assistant, what must be one of the trainers of this 3 versus 3 team. And if this one comes to a timeout, it's going to go in Russia's favor. Unbelievable strength going into this. How on earth this Ukrainian is standing up, I just don't know, and she is down. Oh, it's a great win there for Russia. This is going to the wire here. Big cheer from the fans there.
And we're going to have the 4th round.
Oh, incredible action here. We go into the 4th round of this epic final between Russia and Ukraine. You see a tense moment there. Russian going for a takedown. Very strong Russian in the back there. Has resisted a series of onslaughts. Again, now the Russian trying to get a takedown there. That's Ukrainian. And it goes to the other side of the list there. And the Ukraine pushing the Russian right into the corner of the list. And the Russian looking to get a takedown there by. It's a nice move from the Ukrainian, however. She needs to be quite careful she doesn't twist around and lose her own footing. Some strikes there from the Russian to the helmet of the Ukrainian. Big hits there. You can see that Ukrainian really offering no response at the moment. Oh, this is so intense right now. You can see, oh, nice kick there. Trying to sweep the footing of the Russian on the right of the list. And they're moving away now, and there may be a takedown, and it's both of them gone. So it is now 2 versus 2. Nice punches there. The buckler to the helmet of the Ukrainian there. Again, the right arm lodged in there, not able to use her weapon, but just still holding on to the side of the list. It's great strikes with that buckler. Should be doing a lot of damage. Great strikes there. Firing and hammering away. But she herself starting to feel the strain. Very close to a takedown, but great footing from the Russian. Oh, look at this out. It's been split up. I'm not exactly sure what happened there. The fight's been stopped. You come in a headlock there. So I think, in fact, yes. Oh, look at that. Because of a breakage in the armor. And now it is 2 versus 1. Look at this. Ukraine now so close, but this Russian has formidable strength. Look at this. And the marshal's just trying to get in as close as possible. Great shots though, striking down. Some huge hits to the side there. Also, retaliation then from the Russian. Nice shift of the head, showing that there's a lot more left to give. And the Ukrainian being trodden on there on the ground, wants to get out of the way. And this is going to go to the wire. If it goes to another timeout, then as it stands, Ukraine will be crowned the champions. The Russian desperately trying to get some strikes in there. The Russian assistants being told to move back. And there's a break there.
Time!
That is time! And Ukraine! Here in the commentary box.